Okay, so now I'm going to do a guide over the DLC Amiibo classes in Fire Emblem Fates. Each of these classes was pretty much created to suit one of these four Amiibo characters. The Lodestar represents Marth, the Vanguard represents Ike, Grandmaster is Robin, and Great Lord is Lucina. Now, to get the brands for each of these characters, you need to complete DLC maps. Lodestar and Great Lord brands can be gotten for free. If you complete the free Before Awakening DLC, then you'll get the Heroes brand and the Exalts brand. But note that Lucina's Great Lord class is only available to females, and the other Amiibo classes are only exclusive to males. But they can be used on anyone. There's no class or age restriction, it's just gender. You can get the Vanguard brand from the Vanguard Dawn DLC. I believe it's only like 99 cents. It's a pretty good map, and you can also get skill books for Heavy Blade, Veteran, Intuition, and Aether in that map. So you can teach any unit one of those skills. And they don't have to be male either, so you can get Aether on a female this way, which is a really good skill. And the Fell brand is gotten from the Hidden Truths DLC from the first map. When you buy it, you get two maps. I believe it's like $2. But you get to play as Owain, Severa, and Inigo as they were from Awakening. But sadly, the first map in that DLC is based on the worst map from Awakening, the Tree. But anyway, going on to the skills here. Note that these skills cannot be bought or passed down to children. So you can't make someone a Vanguard get Aether and then pass it down to their child. It doesn't work that way. And you can't just go into someone's castle and buy it off of someone. This goes for all the DLC skills. But the way these classes work is they'll go all the way up to level 50, and they can be used on any unit regardless of level. So first of all, going into the Lodestar Skills, Dancing Blade grants +3 speed and -1 defense when equipped. Charm will... It's basically like Hinoka's personal skill, where allies within 2 spaces do 2 more damage. That's pretty useful. Dual Guardsman. When supporting another character in guard stance, every time an action is done, they will get 1 more shield than they normally would. So like normally when you attack, you get 2 shields. When you get attacked, you get 2 shields. But when someone with Dual Guardsman is paired up with you, you'll get 3 skills from every action. And Speed Taker, when you defeat an enemy, you get +2 speed until the end of the battle, and you can get up to 10 this way. So, up to 10 speed by defeating enemies. Now, onto the Vanguard. Heavy Blade is kind of parallel to Dancing Blade. It gives strength +3, speed -1. Honestly, I think it's better than Dancing Blade. Veteran Intuition grants dodge +15 during battle. It's not spectacular, it's not terrible, it's pretty decent. Aether is probably one of the best offensive skills in the entire series. The activation chance is your skill stat times 0.5, so half of your skill stat. When you activate Aether, your unit will attack twice. One time they will attack using Soul, and one time they'll attack using Luna. And Soul, after the attack, they will gain half of the damage they dealt, and Luna will cut the enemy's defense or resistance in half when they attack. And that's just with one activation. You can still attack again if you would normally double the opponent. And then you get Strength Taker, which I also think is better than Speed Taker. But it's literally Speed Taker, but with Strength. You get +2 when you defeat an enemy all the way up to 10. And while Speed Taker is a good skill, you'll reach a point in speed, especially with a fast class like the Lodestar, where you double anything anyway, so that speed won't be all that useful. But strength can always be useful. Next, the Grandmaster class. Tactical Guide gives hit +10 to attacking ally when supporting. This can be pretty good for units that have low hit chance, like Arthur, for example. Solidarity, crit and dodge +10 to adjacent allies. This is also very good. it'll increase your chances, of course, of getting crits and dodging crits, which is very useful if you really need to get an enemy out of the way. Another good activation offensive skill, Ignis. It triggers off of your skill stat, no modifiers, just your skill stat, and adds half of your strength or magic to the other stat when attacking. So if you have 14 magic and 14 strength, and you proc Ignis, then you'll have 21 strength during that attack only if you're using a sword or something. And then Rally Spectrum, probably the best skill in this entire table. It gives +2 to all stats to all allies within 4 spaces. Normal rallies in this game give +4 to stats within 2 spaces, but even though they give more stats within the specific thing, like speed or whatever, this will give you everything except movement and HP, which is still really good. And onto the Great Lord class, we have Dual Striker. Whenever a unit with Dual Striker is in attack stance with another unit, they will do +3 damage. Charm and Aether have already been covered. The Lodestar had Charm, Vanguard had Aether. And Awakening, which is a new skill. When your HP is less than half, your hit, avoid, crit, and crit avoid all go up +30. That is insane. That is borderline broken. And I think it's almost as bad as Rally Spectrum. But anyway, when you get these brands, of course, like I said, you can give them to any unit. And honestly, I think Grandmaster is the best. It has Rally Spectrum and gives adjacent allies crit. I would give Great Lord a second for Awakening and Aether, and then Vanguard and then Lodestar. But they're all very good classes. In my current run of Revelations, have made my avatar Grandmaster, and it's been ridiculous. Hell level, I've maxed him out now. All of his stats are balanced, just like in Awakening. It's pretty good. And I have used the Lodestar and Great Lord classes in a previous run of Conquest, and they were pretty good as well. The Vanguard I don't have experience with yet, but it is still going to be a really good class if you get it on the right units. But anyway, that's all for this guide, and I'm going to do a guide over the other DLC skills later, because this video is already going to be like 8 minutes long, and I don't want to drown it on for too long. So thanks for watching, and have a nice day.